In this question, we're going to look at the odd numbers, the even numbers, and as well probability. Let's see. The table below shows the outcome when the numbers a and b are multiplied together. And then they are telling us that a and b belong to n. If we don't remember what that means, page 23 in our table, and here we're going to have the set, where is it? Here it was, n, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 whole numbers, positive, no negative, no fraction. Write odd or even in each box to complete each of the mathematical statements correctly. The first one is done for you. Now, this knowledge is not something you may have. Okay, so what do you do in the exam in situation like that if you are not sure? Well, you take your calculator and you run through few trials. So, for example, odd by odd, you multiply 7 by 11. I don't know, 9 by 129, and 3 by 17, and a number. You just run a few of them, and you will see that every time you multiply odd by odd, you are going to get an odd number. Then again, do the same for odd and even. Multiply different variation of odd and even, and you will see that every time you're going to get an even outcome. Basically, once the even is involved, it ends with even, okay? Now, let's have a look at the next part. Rory rolls a regular, unbiased, six-sided die 3 times. So a die, unbiased, six-sided, like all of them. He writes down the number of each roll of the die. Okay, so complete the sample space below showing the different possible combination of all odd numbers and even numbers that Rory could roll. 2 possible outcomes have been filled for you. So we understand 3. So he rolled a die, he got even, then he rolled again, he got even, and then he rolled again and got even. So that's the first trial, or the first roll. Now what we have to do, we have to write all possible situations that he could have. Okay, so it's up to you how you go on about that. We need to have some sort of a system. So here I have O at the end. So now I'm going to put O in the middle, and then I'm saying I'm going to move O to the beginning. Yeah? Oh, shoot. Not here. At the beginning. Oh, that's E and here. Okay, now the next one. So now I'm saying since I am having 2 E and 1 O, let's have 2 O and 1 E. So again, at the end, in the middle, and in the beginning. So the only last combination that I am left with, opposite to that, will be all odd numbers. And like I'm saying, no rule here. However it works for you, as long as you find all the combination possible. Okay, let's see the last part. Each outcome in the table is equally likely. Rory multiplies together the 3 numbers that he rolls. So let's say in this example, he multiplied the first number by the second number by the third number. We get that's the idea. So we have to find the probability that Rory will get an even number as his answer. So when it comes to probability, what do we think? It's about fraction, isn't it? What do we put on the top of the fraction? Our event. And at the bottom of the fraction, all events. Events in this case, that's the outcome he gets, isn't it? From multiplication. So here, all possible multiplication. And on the top, the one we want is even number outcome. We want those multiplications that have even number. Okay, so all possible. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8. That's all possible. Now, when do we get an even number? That's the reason why they are telling you to do that here, so that you take a note and observe that every time an even number is involved in the multiplication, it will end with even number. And it doesn't matter how many of them we have. whether we have all of them or two of them, isn't it? Or one of them. So all those outcomes, because they have an even number, we will end up with even number. So that means that is 7 possible outcomes out of 8. Now, with probability, we always put that in the calculator to find out, can we simplify it further? However, 7 over 8 cannot be simplified. That's the simplest form it is.